Watch Game Kings, The Definition of Game, documentary by joining the Bad Boy membership. Go to badboymembership.com right now and be one of the first people to watch this movie. Official release date, Black Friday, November 27th, 2020. Yo, what's going on? What's poppin'? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So I saw a comment under the last video that Miles put up. And, I love when I get comments like these because at first I was saying I'm not going to really, I was saying to myself, I'm not going to really respond to goofy stuff. But it's just so tempting, and I was just like, this is going to be a good teachable moment. You feel what I'm saying? This is going to be a really good teachable moment. But anyway, so someone named Andrew Markson writes this comment. He says, Locario has game and knowledge, but he is not at the top, and here's why. Real top level game is having multiple women who are clear about the situation, and each of them is totally monogamous to you. Locario accepts his wife having sex with other men just because she makes me money, but lectures us about integrity and self-respect. It's not a natural state for a man to be cool with his wife having sex with other men. He can claim he doesn't care all day, but to get to that point, you either have to become so desensitized and numb from corrupting your nature, or there's something wrong with you to begin with. And before someone comes along talking about why you care about the next man's life, I don't. This is within the context of him presenting himself as knowing better than all of us, and we should learn from and emulate him, but he's lacking as a man, and his wife is dealing with other dudes and he accepts it. Well, first of all, I don't know better than everybody, but I definitely know better than this guy, Andrew Markson, where I'm about to, explain this whole thing and give you guys some game, okay? See, the problem with a lot of guys is this. A lot of guys are under the illusion that they can control women, okay? A lot of guys are really under this illusion that they can control women. And you cannot control a woman. I'm gonna say that again. You cannot control a woman. I'm gonna say it one more time for the people in the back. You cannot control a woman. Okay, so now let me break all this down. So he says, real top level game is having multiple women who are clear about the situation and each of them totally are monogamous to you. That's bullshit. Let me explain something to you. I've been dating since I was freaking 15, damn near 16. You understand what I'm saying? Now, when I was younger, I had the whole monogamous mindset because, I was indoctrinated in Western society and, that's all that was taught, right? Now, as I gotten older, right, and I started to, realize certain things, recognize certain things within myself and just, meeting different people, doing research, all these different things, I was like, man, a lot of this shit that they're teaching us about monogamy is bullshit. Now, this is not to say anything's wrong with that if that's the choice you want to make. But what I'm saying is that a lot of it is bullshit. Now, what happens is this. I've been with women. Now, check this out. And this is what I want you guys to understand. I've been with women who weren't even my girlfriends or wives, right? That I was just dating. Girls who we weren't like together. That wasn't my girlfriend or wife, but we were just dating. Chicks that I'll be seeing for maybe a few months, chicks that I would, kick it with, hook up with, whatever, right? We're just dating. I've had women like that tell me that they only want to be with me. I'm gonna say it again. I've had women who I was just dating, not my girlfriend, they weren't my wife, none of that shit. And they told me this, I only want to be with you, right? Now, I didn't tell them to just be with me. I told them, look, I'm fucking with other girls. You understand what I'm saying? And I literally tell them, yo, go fuck with other dudes. Because I'm not your boyfriend, not your husband. Go fuck with other dudes. You understand what I'm saying? And some of these chicks was like, oh no, but I don't want to do that. Now, I asked some of them, I said, so why do you only want to be with me? Now, I want you to peep what they said, and it was usually two types of answers I would get. I asked them, so why you just want to be with me? All right? One type of answer I would get is the woman will say, well, you know, I just really like you and I want to be with you, right? And the second type of answer I would get is she would say, oh, I only like to, you know, date or be with one person at a time. So she would either say, I only want to be with you, or I like to date one person at a time. Right? Now, those answers are, you know, they sound different on the surface, but they're essentially the same. And I'm going to explain to you why. What they're both really saying, what both answers are really saying is that I'm doing what I'm doing because that's what I want to do. I'm saying it again. I'm doing what I'm doing because that's what I want to do. You understand? So the first answer, she's saying, hey, I only want to be with you. Who? Me. I only want to be with you. That's what she's saying. She's saying herself wants to be with me. The other type of answer was, you know, I only like dating one guy at a time. It all goes back to what the fuck they want to do. It's nothing that I'm doing. See, the illusion that men have is that there's something that they're doing that's controlling the woman's behavior. It is not. And this is what happens when, you know, guys, they get with chicks, you know, these chicks be cheating on them, doing a whole bunch of crazy shit, and they're shocked, they're confused, they're flabbergasted. Oh my God, this bitch did this bitch did that. You know why that bitch did that? Because that's what she wanted to do. You know why? Because you have no control over the chick. This is what you guys don't understand. You have zero, not 1%, not 3%, not 100%. You have zero control over the chick. See, the most that you guys can do when it comes to you dealing with women is you can influence a woman to make certain decisions, and you can manage the situation. That's pretty much it. But you can't control. Because what you have to understand is that whenever a woman is doing anything, it's in the benefit of that woman. So if you have a girlfriend or a wife, and let's say some guy is trying to fuck with her on some, you know, he wants to smash your wife or whatever, or have sex with your girlfriend, right? The only reason she's not gonna fuck him is because she feels it's in her best interest not to do it, because she may feel that there's a benefit for her not doing it. And then the only reason she would fuck the guy is that it's in her best interest to fuck the guy. It don't got shit to do with you. This is what listen, when a dude is offering your girl dick, you may think she's thinking like, oh, well, I'm not going to take this dick because, you know, out of love and respect for my man, that's what it seems like on the surface. No, the only reason she didn't take the dick is because taking the dick in that situation would have been less beneficial for her than not taking the dick, which is what she did. And then the flip side is, if she did take the dick in that situation, that would have been more beneficial for her in that situation if she took the dick, right? But guess what? It has nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. Just like when those girls was like, hey, you know, I only want to be with you. That ain't got nothing to do with me. See, your ego makes you want to think it has something to do with you, but that has zero to do with me. You understand? That's the part that you guys don't get. Y'all are under the illusion that, oh, well, you know, my game is so tight and I did this and I did that, and that's why. No. All that's happening is the woman is making a decision. And that decision is based off of her own selfish reasons that's going to benefit her. Anything a woman is doing with you is only to the benefit of her, not you. You understand? And it's the same thing for you. Look, I don't know why guys don't get this shit. It's the same fucking thing. You don't go up to a chick and be like, oh, well, you know, I want to buy her this drink because she looks thirsty, and the only thing that, you know, makes me happy in this world is to give this stranger a drink so that she can enjoy drinking that drink and experience that moment of drinking that drink, and you don't give a fuck about that. You buying her that drink because you trying to fuck. You simp ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're doing. You doing that for your benefit, not for hers. So the same thing happens on the flip side. A woman is only doing something that benefits her, period. Period. You understand? Period. This is what you guys don't get. Even when you're dealing with a woman and we talk about cooperation, right? Cooperation basically means to work together, right? So when a woman is working with you, she's only working with you because her working with you benefits her. She's not saying, oh, well, let me just do these things and follow this guy and, make these things happen just for him. Fuck what I want. Fuck all my wants and needs. I'm just going to do everything he wants me to do. That's not how it works. She's doing what you want her to do because it benefits her. You understand what I'm saying? Now, this dude said Lucario accepts his wife having sex with other men because she makes me money, but lectures us about integrity and self-respect. First of all, my wife making money and my wife bringing shit to the table is not correlated with me being like, yeah, go fuck other guys. Like, I don't even understand what the fuck are you talking about. You understand what I'm saying? Like, the reason why, she is my wife is because there's a lot of other things that she's done and that she does outside of vagina. You understand what I'm saying? That makes her a high value woman. Right? Now, what's funny about this statement is that, and this is a side note because I get comments like this all the time, and I always find this funny when people think that, they know your whole life better than you do. Like, I'm like, okay, yeah, I guess you were there at all these moments when things are happening. It's not like they were saying, hey, I assume, or I'm wondering, or I'm like having some questions about this situation. No, they'll say it, they'll state it like they were there. He was like, Lucario accepts his wife with other men because she makes him money and lectures us about it. Listen, let me tell you guys something. Let me give you guys this story, right? So when me and my wife was first dating, right, and she wanted to be my girlfriend, I'm the one who brought up this shit, not her. I'm the one who brought up this shit about open relationships, not her. You understand? Because in my last relationship, when I was monogamous, I cheated on my girlfriend like 18 times. So when me and her broke up, I said, you know what? I'm not fucking with this whole monogamy shit. This got to be open because I'm not happy with this monogamy shit. This shit is whack. So what I want to do is I want to be in an open relationship. And so I presented that to my wife. At the time, she was just the girl I was dating who wanted to be my girlfriend. You understand what I'm saying? And so she was down with the situation. Now, what you're saying is, oh, but, like, you should have, or basically he's saying, the real top level of game is having multiple women who are clear about the situation and they're totally monogamous to you. Bull fucking shit. Bullshit. Now, look, you could be a guy who does that, right? You could be a guy who has a situation where you're dealing with a few women and they're only fucking with you. You can make that happen. But guess what? Like I said earlier, that has nothing to do with you. Meaning you're not making the girl want to do that. She's doing that on her own accord. That's her doing that because she wants to do it. Just like I said, those same girls was like, look, I want to be with you because I only want to be with one man at a time. A woman wanting to be with one man at a time has nothing to do with you. That has to do with her. How she sees the world, how she wants to do shit. You understand what I'm saying? So I could have, if I wanted to be with a bunch of women who I was the only one they were with, I could do that. But that's not how I wanted to do it. See, I created the situation that I wanted. That's what it takes when you talk about being a man. You're creating the situations that you want, and you get girls to follow that situation, right? So now some guys will probably be like, "Well, Mr. Lucario, well, why would you feel, why would you want You know, why would you want your girlfriend or your wife to be with other dudes? And this, you know, like, what's up with that? And I always get this question from guys. See, most guys, how deep should I get on this video? We'll see. Most guys, they have, and shout out to my dude K Zaggin, because he talked about this before. Most guys have their insecurities stem from, you know, directly or indirectly through sex, right? So a lot of guys put sex on a pedestal. You understand? I don't give a fuck about sex. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning, I do not put sex on a pedestal. That's one. Two, what most guys don't understand is this. Guys just be thinking that they can just be with a bunch of women and just kick back and chill and that's it. You understand? Do you understand how much responsibility, how much energy it takes to be with multiple women who are only fucking with you? I'll say that again. Do you know how much energy and responsibility it takes to be with multiple women who are only fucking with you? Right? Now, I'll give you an example. Let's say, you know, I hate to compare women to children, but this is just the easiest shit to do. I swear to God. Let's say you were in a house, right? And you were chilling in that house, and let's say you had 5 kids, right? And now them 5 kids is running around the house or whatever, or they just, you know, doing their thing, whatever. But at the same time, all 5 of those kids are running up on you every 5 seconds. Something else, something else, something else, something else, something else, right? They're crying. They want this. They want that. They want your attention. You understand? All 5 of these kids want your attention at all fucking times. Does that sound fun to you? Does that sound like something that you, you know, want to have to deal with? Now, let's say you're in the house with these 5 kids, and then you say, you know what? Let me get a TV so these motherfuckers can watch some cartoons or play video games. Let me buy them some toys to occupy their time. So what happens is that the video games, the TV, the toys are the things that's going to occupy the kids so that you can fucking breathe. You understand? So the same thing happens when it comes to this situation. The reason why I do not want to be fucking with a bunch of women who's only fucking with me, because I like breathing, motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want a bunch of chicks all up under me. And if a chick is only fucking with you, she's gonna be all up under you. So imagine you got 4 chicks all up under you. You want that? No, you don't. Most of y'all do not want that shit. You understand what I'm saying? But see, y'all not thinking about it like that. You're thinking about it with your ego. You understand? Because you have insecurities about sex and sexuality, that's why you have this fear about dealing with situations in that manner. You understand? You believe in all the body counts and the pair bonding and all that other beta male shit. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just funny that, you know, dudes, they always look at this shit. And then he says, you know, it's not a natural state for a man to be cool with his wife having sex with other men. He can claim he doesn't care all day, but you get to the point either you have become so desensitized and numb from corrupting your nature, or there's something wrong with you to begin with. See, that's the thing with a lot of motherfuckers, is that they have, again, put sex so much on a pedestal. Like, I saw this meme today that was talking about, they was like, oh, you know, you shouldn't have casual sex, because if you have casual sex with people, you're going to, get those people's energies are gonna, you know, and their traumas are gonna attach to you and yada, 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 and all this other shit. And I'm like, okay, cool. But guess what? Sex is a physical act. So let's say that's the case. Guess what? Can't you get the same type of trauma by hanging out with somebody who's negative and toxic for 15 minutes, having a conversation with them or having an argument with them or something like that? Can't you get that same trauma by hugging somebody and being around them? Right? Can't you get that same sort of energy transferred by playing cards with that motherfucker? Right? being in the same room with them, shaking their hand, right? But see, people put this type of thing on sex because, see, most people, they have this insecurity because they equate sex, right, with the highest form of desire. You understand? And so what it means is that a lot of guys, especially men, what men think is, I got sex, so that means I conquered the woman, so that means that I'm a man, so that means that I'm desirable. You understand? That means I'm somebody. Right? So they're equating the sex act with them feeling like they done did some shit. With them feeling desirable, with them feeling like, you know, they mean something. So when they're thinking about another dude fucking some chick they're fucking, they feel like that desirability that the woman has for them is leaving, or they feel less than because, you know, he's taking the thing that I have. He's taking my thing from me. And this is where all the jealousy and all this other weird shit comes in. You understand? But see, what a lot of guys don't understand is that you cannot control a chick. You can't control a chick. You understand? And see, the thing is, a lot of you guys out there, this is why you're gonna, you know, fuck up in the game, because you have this illusion that you can control them. Now, this is the thing. I'm not saying for you to be with a chick and be like, oh, well, you know, oh, I'm gonna be cool with her fucking other dudes. No, that's what I do, because I don't give a fuck about that shit. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all niggas could cry about, you know, sex all you want. That's not me. What I'm saying is, though, is that you have to, as a man, figure out what you want. So now, if you're in a situation where, let's say you have a girlfriend, you want to be monogamous, and that's how you want to do it, and you say to this girl, hey, listen, if you want to be with me, I only want you to be with me and not have sex with any other guy. That's cool, right? And if she abides by that, that's cool. But guess what? Let me tell you guys a little secret. If she's abiding by that, that's because that's what she wants to do. You understand what I'm saying? So the point of you interacting with women and finding chicks that you know, that's going to be beneficial for you to be with, is you finding the women who want to cooperate. The cooperation is based off of her doing the things that she wants to do that match up with what you're trying to do. So the only reason that girl who's your girlfriend in that monogamous relationship is only going to fuck you and that's it, is because in those moments, while she's your girlfriend at this moment, that is the most beneficial thing for her. She's not doing it for you. You understand what I'm saying? She's not doing it for you. She's doing it for her. Because if I was to meet your girlfriend and she felt it was beneficial for me to be fucking with her, you understand what I'm saying? Or if she thought, I should say, if she thought it was beneficial for her to be fucking with me, I should say, I fucked up. If she thought it was beneficial for her to be, you know, fucking with me, guess what? She's gonna be fucking with me. You understand? She's going to cheat on you. This is what y'all don't understand. Y'all think, oh, well, if my game is tight, then this one. No. If your game is tight, you will realize you can't fucking control no women. You understand what I'm saying? If your game is tight, you would have realized that already. You understand? But you know, my guy Andrew right here, he don't understand that shit. So Andrew, just, you know, this is just to help you out, bro, because, you know, I don't want you to be lost out here. I don't want you to be sitting there crying, you know, rocking back and forth in a corner of a room when your girl goes and fucks with some other dude. You understand? Just charge it to the game if that's the case, right? But I want you guys out there to understand that, you can't control any of these chicks. The most you can do is manage and influence. And then when a woman is not doing the things that you want her to do in the situation, you just move on and you find another chick who's gonna follow your lead and cooperate with you. Click the link below and get your bad boy gear. Get the t-shirts, Submissive Women Are Sexy, Binary as Fuck, and I'm God to These Hoes. Click the link below to get your bad boy gear today. Now, before you go, click the link below and go to badboymembership.com. Now, badboymembership.com is a place where you go to get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Listen, I know you're tired of being rejected. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of being afraid to approach women. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of not getting the women that you want. Go to badboymembership.com. Listen, I know you're tired of being alone on a Friday night. Go to badboymembership.com. Now picture this. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com, follow the steps, learn the game, implement the game, and then you will get the woman you want. Make sure you go to badboymembership.com today. Click the link below.